I think that one of the key things about public safety is really understanding the kinds of people that we need to focus in on. Who are the young people most at risk for violence? What are their needs? Are we really equipped to address the needs that they have?
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I think it all comes down to really what our commitment is to prevention as opposed to punishment. For decades and decades and decades, we've pursued policies that are focused on punishment, and we've really let prevention fall by the wayside. We've relied on, non-profits and foundations to do the majority of that work. So really thinking about how we weigh those two things and how we support those prevention techniques, I think it's really important when we're talking about public safety.
Absolutely. No young person is born violent. We've overwhelmingly got a group of people who have been abused, neglected, and I think that they get let down by the system. And so if you think about all the ways in which they expect to be supported and it doesn't happen, and then that creates also an environment where they're disinclined to then engage with help when it comes after being let down so many times. So not only do we have a group of people who have very intense needs, but they're very hard to reach, they're very hard to engage, and they're very hard to retain. And so I think that that also speaks to the level of capacity that community-based organizations and service providers need to have in order to be successful in the work.
Yeah, and I think Mayor-elect Lightfoot has the opportunity to really hit the reset button when it comes to supporting the things that you're describing. We have a real opportunity to really re-engage when it comes to making sure we're doing the capacity building that we need to do, that we need to be touching the right people, that we need to be doing everything that we can do and just not always just do what we've done before.
Absolutely. I think that another crucial piece for the mayor's office in particular is really around this idea of care coordination. It's the kind of leadership that the whole ecosystem needs to drive change. That on one level we have private funders, we have community service providers, we have community members who are trying to affect change, but how can they be better set up to collaborate, to share information? How do we know that when Mary or John leaves one program that they don't get lost in the tracks or cracks rather going to the next program? And so creating a real structure that helps to track the experiences that people have, that follows up to ensure that they get what they're supposed to have, that makes sure that there's goal setting and collaboration with the young people themselves so that we can actually start to track some outcomes.
Hi, I'm Sharone Mitchell.
I'm Toni Irving.
And we hope to see you
On May 14th, that's a Tuesday.
at On the Table.
Be there.